If you're trying to plan out your year for 2026 and you're struggling right now, then this video is for you. There has been so many times where I struggle with what to do with my year ahead. But right now, my plan going forward is to create content consistently. And having this DJI Action 4 camera is my plan going forward, because I can create content, I can talk to you guys, and it's good quality. And I'm really hoping that you're enjoying it. And would you just look at that view? It is incredible. And yeah, that's my main plan going forward. I want to try and create content as consistently as I can. And the next goal for 2026 is to make sure that everything isn't perfect all the time. In the past, I would not be sitting here going back and forth, talking to the camera. I would make sure it's perfect. But right now, you can actually see the camera reflection on my hoodie. In the past, I would let that get to me and I wouldn't put it out. But right now, that is what I'm doing. I'm trying not to be perfect on every single video. And there's a quote that Peter McKinnon once said on his latest video, which he said, "Done is better than perfect." And I just think that is just a perfect quote with my plan going forward and my goals for 2026, because I just really think that is the way forward. And making sure that everything is perfect, I feel like it slows you down, it slows your creativity down, and it just stops you from getting to where you want to be in life. Because if you feel like you have to make everything perfect, you're not gonna be happy with what you create. In life, things aren't perfect, and we all know that, you know that. And I think that is the good way forward, because it does definitely slow you down, it slows your creativity down, and it just stops you from creating what you want to create with your life. And with that, I want to be authentically myself. And that means bringing the camera back and forth, making jokes, making sure that, you know, I'm happy with what I'm creating, and going back to making sure that everything isn't perfect allows me to do that. Like right now, I'm just out in nature, filming a video and just being myself, because I feel like that is very important. So if you are struggling right now, be yourself. As long as you are happy, you need to make sure you do that as much as possible. I also want to make sure that I'm finding a balance with my health. And if you don't know, I live with a chronic illness called ulcerative colitis. It is a chronic illness that is lifelong. There is no cure, unfortunately. And I'm trying to find a balance, because I want to work hard. I want to do what makes me happy. I want to create content. I want to be proud of the person that I'm becoming. But I also need to find a balance. And that means I want to make sure that my health is #1 priority, because if I don't have my health, you don't have anything else. And that is so true, because if you don't have your health, you can have as much money as you want in the world, but it doesn't mean that you're healthy. You could literally be a multi-millionaire and not have your health, and what's the point in having the money? There's literally no point. And I just feel that it is so important to focus on your physical health, your mental well-being, and just making sure that you're happy and finding that balance within yourself. And if I'm being completely honest, I feel like last year was full of ups and downs. And a lot of them were downs, because I felt like I weren't myself. And I felt like I was just in survival mode every single day. And I feel like I'm behind everyone else in life. And I even feel like I'm behind where I would have been if I didn't deal with my health complications. I want you to understand that we are on our own path, because I feel like we need to express who we are and be our true selves, because in life, it is way too short to not do what makes you happy. And with that, I want to make sure that I express the artist within me, and that is creating content, being a photographer, and just being my true self. And to express the artist within me, I need to escape my comfort zone. And that is why I'm making videos that aren't perfect every single time. Because normally, as I said before, I would have to make sure that the framing's perfect, the lighting's perfect, that there's no reflection of like the shadow on me from my camera. But no, we need to be our true selves, and that is what is important. And I do feel like I want to navigate life differently, because I feel like it is very important to work smarter instead of harder. Because if you can actually learn new skills, learn new ways of living, and just figuring out who you truly are and what you want to do in life. So with whatever you're doing, work smart, not hard. Because if you constantly work hard without working smart, you're just going to burn yourself out, and then you're not going to be able to work hard anymore. But if you work smart, try and figure out ways to make your life easier, whether that is waking up a bit earlier, going to bed earlier, getting a better routine. You can literally do anything that can allow your life to be easier. And that means working smart instead of hard. The one thing that I do struggle with the most is making sure that my environment is tidy, because my room is a mess. And then when your room is a mess, you feel like your life is a mess. And then that just spirals down to you not being healthy, and it kind of forces you into making decisions that you don't actually want to make. So that's one thing I want to try and do this year, is to make sure my environment is tidy as much as possible and actually stay consistent with that. Because I know for a fact that having a clean and tidy environment means that you have a tidy and clean mind. And if you can have a tidy and clean mind, then that means you can think about things a lot differently, you can navigate life in a different way, and it allows you to work smart instead of burning yourself out. I don't know how long this video was, maybe in 5 minutes, maybe in 10 minutes, I don't know. But this is a video for myself that I can express to you guys on my plans going forward for 2026 and things that will make my year ahead a lot easier and better for me. And if you don't know what you want to do in life, go and try things. Because if you don't try things, you won't know whether you like it or not. I never knew that I would actually like creating content until I tried it. I wouldn't know that I like photography unless I tried it. I wouldn't know that I like helping people unless I tried it. I wouldn't know that I like hiking unless I tried it. Like, you need to try things in life to figure out what you want to actually do. So make sure that you're trying things throughout this year and make sure that you're enjoying the journey, because that is all that matters. And if you don't enjoy it, don't do it again. And then try new things and try and figure out what you love doing, and then pursue that into your year ahead and make sure that you are doing what makes you happy. That's the end of this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below on what videos you want me to make next. I'll try and make that as soon as possible. I've got a few exploring videos coming out soon. Over the next few weeks, I'm gonna try and edit them together as soon as I can and get them posted for you all to watch. So let's watch that view one last time, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, and I'll see you soon.